Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my course, a masterclass on time and work, which includes both theory and solved examples. Now, let's take up theory primarily. Now, let's take up the topic of efficiency. Now, say if a person is able to complete a work in 2 days, that means he does half of the 1 by 2 part of the work every day. Why? Because if he does half 1 by 2 part of work every day, then he will be able to complete the work in 2 days. Now, this implies what? Since he does only 1 by 2 part of work every day, that means he does 50% of the work every day. It implies that his efficiency is 50% per day. He's doing 50% of the work every day, implies his efficiency is 50% every day. Now consider that another person is able to complete the work in 3 days here. So it implies what? By using above logic, it does 1/3 of work every day. So what does it implies? He does 33.33% of work every day. That is 1 by 3 approximately. So it also implies that his efficiency is 33.33%. Now let's take one more example. Similarly, if a person completes a work in 4 days, it implies that he does 1/4 part of work every day. So it technically means that if he does 1/4 part of work every day, he'll be able to complete in 4 days. So it technically implies what? He does 25% of work every day. That is 1 by 4 into 100. So it implies his efficiency is 25% per day. Now, from previous examples, we can see one thing easily. It implies that if a person can complete the work in n days, then he does 1 by n part of work every day. Because if he does 1 by n part of work every day, that means if he works for n days, it implies what? He is able to complete the whole work. That is one part completely. So it implies that he does 1 by n into 100% of work every day. So here 1 by 100% we can actually infer from previous example. That is, if he does his work in 4 days, he does 1/4 part of the work. That means 1 by 4 into 100, that is 25% of work. So this 100 by n or 1 by n into 100% is the amount of work he does every day, which implies his efficiency is 100 by n percent work every day now. Now, it is known that from previous example we can see that efficiency and time are inversely proportional. So it implies if a person is more efficient at a work, he is able to complete the work in lesser amount of time. On the contrary, if he is less efficient, then he requires more amount of time to complete a given work. Now, this implies what? Efficiency and time is inversely proportional. So now what we do here, it is inversely proportional here. Now we can also see that efficiency at work into time spent is equal to work accomplished. For example, if he is able to complete 10% of work every day, that is 10% is his efficiency, and he spends 10 days, how much? 10% into 10 is equal to how much? 100%. So he will be able to accomplish the work completely. So this follows the fact that efficiency at work into time spent is equal to work accomplished. At the same time, the time required to complete the task, from this formula we can actually infer that the time required to complete the task is equal to work to be accomplished by efficiency exhibited. This is nothing but the same question, but this is nothing but the same similar equation, but the only thing is we have we have divided the work accomplished by efficiency at both sides. Now we can say that work is fully completed, which is denoted by 100% work accomplished, right? Now we can also say that number of units of time required to complete work, whether it is days or hours or minutes or seconds, whatever metrics we take, is equal to 100 by efficiency. Here 100 implies total work, that is work complete 100% work to be accomplished, this one. So 100% of work accomplished divided by efficiency is how much? The number of units of time of work. Now this equation can also be linked to this equation. What we have done here, similarly, we have taken work to be accomplished is equal to 100% and efficiency time required remain constant. Now, we can also say that required time to complete work in days or hours, just mention days for the sake of perpetuity, is equal to 1. Here 100% it can also be equal to 1, right? Here technically it is 100%, but you can also take it as 100. 100% is also equal to 1, right? Is equal to 1 by 1 day's work. What is 1 day's work here? It is denoted by efficiency, as we have seen in previous slides. Now, let's take an example for better clarity. Say, for example, if a person, Mark, can complete a job in 5 days and Bob can complete a job in 10 days, if both work together, then in how many days then both together complete the job, right? So this is a question. This is an example. Let's discuss. Now we can solve it in two methods. We'll see method number 1, which is unitary method. Now we have seen that Mark's 1 day of work is equal to 1 by 5. Why? Because since Mark can complete a job in 5 days, so in 1 day how much of part of work he can complete? 1 by 5. Similarly, Bob's 1 day of work is equal to 1 by 10. Since Bob can complete a job in 10 days, in 1 day he can complete 1 by 10th of work. Now both together, if they work together, how much work they can do? That is 1 by 5. You have to add this both. That is 1 by 5 plus 1 by 10. That is 3 by 10. So technically they can complete 3/10 part of work if they both work together in a single day. Now we know that the time taken by both time taken is equal to 1 by 1 day's work, right? So this is 1 day's work now. So we have to divide 1 by this value in order to calculate the amount of time taken by both to complete the work. That is how much? 1 divided by 3 by 10. That is 10 by 3 days. Of course, we can also equal to 3.33. So in 3.33 days, both of them can complete the work together. Now we'll choose the second method. That is a method of efficiency. Here, the Mark's efficiency of work is how much? 100 by 5 or 1 by 5 into 100. That is 100 by number of days of work. That is the efficiency. That is called to 20%. Similarly, Bob's efficiency of work is equal to 1 by 10 into 100. That is 10%. Now combined efficiency of both Bob and Mark is equal to how much? 20 plus 10, that is equal to 30%. Or we can also put it as 30 by 100. Now time taken for both Bob and Mark is equal to how much? 1 by efficiency, right? Now their combined efficiency is 30 by 100. Now the time taken is equal to 1 by efficiency. That is 1 by 30 by 100. That is equal to 100 by 30. That is equal to 3.30 days. So in both methods we got the same answers. One is the method 1 which I had discussed was unitary method, and method 2 is what? Efficiency method. In almost 99.99% of these problems, we'll be using these two methods primarily in order to solve any problem. Maybe a combination of one or two, or maybe one method taken at one at a time, we can solve any questions. The only thing is that apply a little logic in order to understand the question at first and also then arrive at the answer. Thank you.